How's it going, everybody? Welcome to 5-Minute Magic, my tutorial series where I teach you magic tools, principles, and techniques in 5 minutes or less. Today, I'm going to walk you through some basic grips for a deck of cards. Now, I know grips are not flashy, they're not fun, and they don't do anything on their own. However, knowing these grips and being able to comfortably hold the deck in these 3 positions are going to set you up really well for when you learn new techniques and tricks and flourishes in the future. There's not much more I can say about that, but if you have any questions, as always, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Let's get into it. This first grip is called mechanic's grip or dealer's grip. It's called dealer's grip because this is the way that you hold the deck of cards while you're dealing cards. See, the deck just sort of sits comfortably in your hand and you can use your thumb to freely peel cards off the top. Now, to execute a mechanic's grip or dealer's grip, you want to hold the deck so the deck rests on the palm of your non-dominant hand, with your thumb resting along the outside of the deck here. Your middle ring and pinky fingers will be sort of curled over the inside. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to use my left hand as my non-dominant. So on the right side of the deck, my middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger are curled over, and my index finger is just sort of resting diagonally here along the front. Now, mechanic's grip or dealer's grip, again, is a very comfortable grip. You should be able to gesture and move your hands around while you're holding the deck in this way. You shouldn't have to hold it too tightly to keep the deck in place in your hand. There is a modification to mechanic's or dealer's grip, and that's what's known as the elevated dealer's or mechanic's grip. And you can see for a pretty clear reason. I'm holding the deck in the same way with my fingers all being in the same spot that they were for a regular mechanic's grip, except the deck is just elevated, just like this. Now again, this should be pretty comfortable, but you do have to hold onto the deck a little bit tighter because you don't have the entirety of your hand to rest the deck on like you do in regular mechanic's grip. But this is elevated mechanics or elevated dealer's grip. The next grip I'm going to show you is called Biddle grip. And this is what it looks like. So I'm using my right hand with my thumb along the edge of the deck facing me, the short edge, and my middle and ring finger on the other end. So the deck is sandwiched between these 3 fingers here, my middle ring and my thumb, just like this. And they're a little off center. You can see that. So my thumb is a little bit off the center of the deck here. My middle finger is about center and my ring finger is almost on the corner here. This should, again, be pretty comfortable, but the purpose of this grip is to allow your index finger and your non-dominant hand to manipulate the cards and move packets around, and this is just a good way to hold the deck for those sorts of techniques. So again, really quickly, mechanics, thumb, index, and then the other 3 fingers like this with the deck resting on your palm. Elevated mechanics, same thing, but the deck is no longer resting on your palm, instead of being held up by all of your fingers. And Biddle grip. Sometimes you'll see the index finger curled in like this, or even in line with your middle and ring finger. Truth is, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that you're holding the deck with your dominant hand sort of offset between your thumb and your middle and ring fingers, just like this.